ready? It's the Roundtable with me, Robert Bannon. Well, welcome to the Roundtable, everybody. My name is Robert Bannon. If you're watching us on YouTube and on social media, you could also be listening to us at the Broadway Podcast Network. We really were excited to launch our partnership with them last week. Even my dog is excited in the background. He's jumping around. You know why? We're excited because we love artists, we love art, and we are obsessed with singers on this show. And I am Jersey, and Jersey is home to the greatest singers in the entire world, from the Whitneys on down. And we have a guest who has been on shows with music out. I have also lost 175 pounds and I don't look any different, and it was way easier than they make it sound. You know that's right. Wayani is here. Welcome to the Roundtable. And if you don't know what that reference was, you need to be streaming the song right now. Welcome.
Thank you. Oh my gosh, thank you for having me.
No, I'm so excited to have you because I know that you're about to perform in the New Jersey Performing Arts Center in Newark. I happen to be a teaching artist there with their education program. And when I saw that you were there and the students and the community and Jersey and everyone can see, this is an artist. Students, this is an artist right here.
Thank you.
My goodness. So people have compared you to all sorts of, from the Arethas to the Whitneys with a little Billie Eilish thrown in and all of these. That's true. That's what they say.
Oh my gosh.
But I see you as such a unique voice. How long have you known you had something to say and something you wanted to sing about?
Oh man, okay, so I was about 12 years old. I was always kind of just like a rambunctious kid. And my parents were thinking, oh, you know what, let's get her into acting. We'll have her do some acting, it'll be great. And then that was when I was 5. And then when I was 12, everybody goes through middle school and how much it sucks. And so I was like, I'm going to write about this because I can't be the only person feeling like this. And I started writing about it. And since then, I've been hitting the ground running.
Hitting the ground running, understand it. You can stream, you have music out. I just want people to know while we're here, you could stream the music that's out now. The EP, Frantic, that looks just like this. Frantic is out now. You can go stream it, and it is beautiful from beginning to end. We were talking about 175 pounds, which was what I was referencing before. That's also out. You have a song Disgusted, which I don't know, millions of streams right now. Millions of streams.
About 4.5 million on Spotify, and then 10 plus million on all platforms. It's I can't say it too much because every time I say it, I'm like, that's not real.
Oh, it's real, and it's only going from here. What was it like to put together a collection of songs and put out an EP and tell different stories and different parts of your voice and different parts of your writing style?
I mean, putting an EP together is exactly what I would have wanted it to be. And the reason it's called Frantic is because that's exactly what it was. It was very frantic trying to put everything together, because while I was on American Idol, we had a deadline to where we can put music out. And I was thinking, okay, I'll put out maybe 1 or 2 singles before I go out there and it'll be good. And then I kept writing, and I wrote with some amazing people out in Nashville. And I was like, oh, I really want to put this song out. Oh, I really want to put this song out. And I was like, I can't put all these songs out, and I have T-minus a month. And so I was like, okay. I was like, I'm gonna just take my time and just look through everything. And it ended up going from 2 songs to 3, and then 3 songs to 5, and then 5 songs to 7 songs, 5 of which on the EP, and then 2 with being featured artists. And it was something that I couldn't have taken back for anything. I was stressed beyond belief. Best believe that. I was stressed. Frantic is correct, but it was everything that I would have wanted it to be. And I tried to channel so many different, styles, because I know everyone's cup of tea is a little bit of different of everything.
And it's on there from
Yeah.
Won't Take Me Alive to the Moon is such a beautiful, gorgeous song.
Thank you.
Flowers, I'm running too. Where I'm running too. I'm just running.
Yeah, I'm like, you get a little scared of love. You get a little scared.
I understand. Yes, I do. I just had this conversation, and we were listening to this. I've been listening to the EP all week long, and it is really fantastic. You're a baby. I'm an old man. You're a baby. What has it been? What is the importance like to be so savvy in social media? It's like a new world. It's not the old school days of the street team and the coconut records, and you buy a CD.
Yeah.
Getting the word out there. You're very active on TikTok and IG and all of that as part of the business. What is that process like for you to put out content into the world?
Social media has become something huge. It's been something very pivotal in my career, especially since COVID hit. There wasn't really anything else that anybody could do. And it helped change my life. Social media is super important because it gives you access to people that you wouldn't see otherwise. Like, you're not going to see everybody just being able to perform and get out there. And to be real, the industry was a little stale. There was a lot of stuff that everybody was already seeing. There was a lot of stuff that people were like, okay, yeah, you're very, like, that's cool and everything, but we've seen that before. And there's a lot of underground or like backpack people or people that were just independent trying to really grind to get their weight up, who weren't getting seen. And then COVID and TikTok and Instagram definitely helped push everybody forward, including myself. And I'm crazy grateful for it. It's not the same as how it used to be, where you could go on this TV show, this radio show, and that was it. But now there's a different pro and con to everything. You can have one viral song and that can take your career up and send you up and away. Or you can have the one viral song and it could keep you stagnant for a little bit.
What's your writing process? What's it like for you? Do you keep pads and are you voice memos, and do you always have ideas? Yeah.
yes, all of that. All of my friends, like, I get laughed at sometimes because I like a pen and paper. I have a book, I have a songwriting book, and I'm voice memos all day, every day. I'm rhyme zone all day, every day. I'm doing all the stuff, all the utilities that I'm able to use. I'll add to it. But notebook, voice memos, and most of the time it's an idea that kind of just pops up in my head, and I'm thinking, okay, like, what's the first melody that comes into your head, and then just try to work off of that, because 9 times out of 10 it's going to be the first melody that you hear. You can always tweak it and fine tune it, but it's the first melody that you hear because that's what was immediately true to you. So I just keep going from there.
Yeah. And it works. And everyone, if you want more information, you could, as we talk, you can go to the website, and again, you could follow on social media, weanimusic.com. And if you're following on IG and at TikTok, it's at WE_ANI, just so you know, in case you're listening and you can't see us. Yeah. You have a show coming up. You're going to be here in Jersey at Newark. And I want to tell everyone watching right now, you could look in the info below and you could go to the social media pages. The nice people at the New Jersey Performing Arts Center are allowing us to give away 2 pairs of tickets to see Way and Monica October 1st, free 99. You can be right in. Let's go. Come on. What do we see? What do we get when we come to a Way show?
Oh my gosh. First off, you're going to get, this is something very exclusive. This is the first time I'm opening up for anybody. That's 1. 2, what you get is a whole lot of fun. I like to keep my audience intertwined with me. You guys are a part of the show too. And you get to see where all of my influences come from. And you get to see me dance, and you get to see me try not to blow out a vocal cord if you want. But I'm so excited to be able to see everybody there. Like, it's something that I've been able to dream of, and there's a lot of blood, sweat, and tears going into this. Literally, I just got out of a meeting for the show today, so
it's going to be exciting. Go to njpac.org to get your tickets. Make sure you grab your tickets it's going to be an evening, and if you want to win your way in, head over to our Instagram page and you can get yourself a pair of tickets. I've got the chance to speak to your family. You have seemed very, You have a support system around you.
Yes.
They must keep you grounded. They must keep you as regular as can be, no matter what goes on in the world, but they protect you. What is it like to have those people in your corner that have your back through all of this wild roller coaster of a business?
Yeah, I have the best family in the world. I cannot complain about them. They support every little thing that I want to do. Even from when I was a kid, they probably thought it was really convoluted half the time, but they still supported me. And to have a support system in music is a huge deal because there's a lot of people that don't, let alone having your family around you. Having your family around you helps protect you from a lot of people that might be wanting to do you no good. And there's a lot of people that go through that, unfortunately. And I am blessed to be able to say that I have a lot of people protecting me, making sure that I'm okay, and making sure that I'm safe. And I get humbled often. I get humbled all the time. That's why when people are like, don't forget about the little people. Try to be able to do this and that, and don't. And I'm like, listen, I don't have a high horse. If anything, the horse is dragging me. I don't have that. That I'm like, I'm always striving to be better and do better because I know that I owe it not just to myself, but to my family because they put so much into me and sacrificed a lot of their hard earned money and time into me. So that's the best I could do.
That's the bet. They're good people. They're so sweet, and they were so nice, and it was really nice to talk to them. You, a lot of people watching right now are going to say, I know you from television. I know you from reality television. I know you from Idol. I know you from The Voice. Billy Gilman has been on this show. We've talked to Billy.
Billy!
we and you have not only completed the gauntlet of one giant juggernaut of a show, but two giant juggernauts of a show. And as someone who has been an American Idol reject for all my growing up years, way back decades ago, was it a positive experience? How do you wrap your head around the experience of doing the television reality singing competitions?
It's hard. People don't see that part of it. On The Voice, you get to, you get a little bit more of wiggle room, but on Idol, it's very specific, very tough. And I've met some of my best friends in the whole world on Idol, and that is definitely worth whatever we had went through. We have long nights. We're tired. We're hungry. We're doing all these things. We're waiting around to see if we get through to somebody in the middle of like Arkansas who is judging us, and we haven't slept in days, and and our voices are dry, and people think like, oh, well, you should be able to handle it. And it's like, we're being put through the ringer, and all the producers are so sweet to us, and they help us through the process. But it's not an easy task. It's not for the meek hearted. I always tell people, if you want to go ahead and audition for something like this, be ready for it. If you don't feel like you're ready, then you're not. And that's straight up.
You make a really good point, and I read an interview with you where you say that it's not Patterson, it's not Harlem. You're appealing to the entire country, and sometimes I feel like in cities we live in this bubble, and then you get shot across this entire country, and to appeal is a whole other that must have been some mind. Yeah, I can only imagine. I have to I have to ask you, when you finish those shows and you go back to now the recording life and collaborating and looking for people, for the students out there that are mine, that are musical theater students, music students at regular, what is important for you how do you marry the activism that you do? Because you're outspoken about activism. You talk about Africa and singing and going and doing all sorts of things to promote your communities, where you come from. You wear your heart on your sleeve. How do you tie the artistry and the music, but also to a greater good? How important is that in your art?
Yeah, that's highly important for me. Nina Simone, rest in peace, queen. But she said something really important music should be the representation of the era and the things that are going on in the world right now. It should be a really good representation because that's, we can't ignore life that happens around us. Art imitates life, but life does imitate art as well. And we have to be able to make sure to tell that story properly. I see a lot that goes on. There's a lot of stuff in the world that happens, and we see a lot of bad, but we see a lot of good. And we see a lot of beautiful wins from a lot of different people. And I think it's my duty as a artist to be able to speak for people who don't have a voice or can't get the word out there. And that's why people are like, well, why do you want to be famous? Is it the attention? Is it this? I'm like, no, it's for the mass reach. I want to be able to reach enough people so that way they know, hey, you're not by yourself. How you feel, you're not alone. I've felt like this. You can relax. Like, you're okay, you're normal, we're human. Everything that you have felt, I have felt, and everybody else has felt in the world too. So don't you worry your pretty little.
That don't you worry your pretty little head. That is a beautiful answer. I can only imagine writing the songs you write. They evoke such heartfelt feelings, love, heartbreak, fear, longing, all of these things. When people slide into your DMs and write you on TikTok or meet you at a show and they tell you about how much these songs, there's people sitting at home listening to your songs on repeat to get through. What does that feel like? How does that feel as the artist?
Weird. 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 Because I'm every time I see it, I'm like, nah. Like, there's little girls listening to my stuff talking about some, oh, I'm so disgusted with you. I'm like, yo, that's insane. I'm like, you better sing it. Because it reminds me of when, I'm little and I'm screaming out a Beyonce song, or I'm like, to the left, I'm singing out Mary J. Blige or something. And I'm like, what do I know about all that heartache and stuff? But it's something that I felt like I could feel and yell out, and it feels like I can fly. You know that feeling when you come out of an action movie and you're like, I want somebody to come at me right now. I want someone to come at me right now, and I feel like I could take you. I think I could do it. That's how I feel whenever I see anybody singing my songs, sharing my songs, and best dream that I could ever have is having a room full of people who just like know my songs better than I do.
Oh, it's happening. It's gonna start happening October 1st at NJPAC.org. Get your tickets, and everybody, homework assignment, class, everyone right now, wherever you listen to your music, make sure your streaming ways, EP, the singles, all of the work, the deep dive of the whole thing. And then we're going to all go and follow right now on Instagram and TikTok so we could stay up to date. Because I am sure, I hear rumors that you have a whole bunch of fun stuff that's coming. This is only the beginning. So we need to be up on it.
Yes.
And if you want to stay up to date even more, go to the website, weanimusic.com. I'm excited. I'm going to be in Newark. I'm going to be there.
You're going to be there?
And I've been listening. I'm singing out loud.
Good, because I was gonna ask you. I was like, oh my gosh, wait, are you coming?
Are you kidding? I am not missing this live and stage, beautiful Prudential Hall, NJPAC. Then Monica's gonna come out, and we're gonna have one of those days together. It is a Sunday night, Brick City, New Jersey. Let's go.
Yes, I'm gonna be so excited. I'm like, this is gonna be so good because I get to open and then I get to go to a concert. Perfect
night. Grab a date, go across the street. There's this really fun African restaurant. There's a cool coffee shop that's independently owned. Get a cup of coffee, go in, have a little glass of wine, and all the vibes are right. Yeah. Win your tickets, come to our social media and get your free tickets to come see. You're such a pleasure. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
I so love the art and artistry and the originality that you have. And the world is yours. I can't wait to see what you do.
Thank you so much, Robert. You're so sweet. Thank you. And listen, congratulations on all the things that you do, because I know that you have built this up and that this is such a big deal for you. So I'm proud of you. If nobody told you lately, I'm proud of you.
That means so much to me. I'm going to really internalize that, take that, edit that, and I'm going to just play it when I'm having one of those. You're the best. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.